Nice packaging. Surprised. Just doing some printer maintenance. Don't need that heat up anymore. And you're going to be printing wine-colored TPU stuff. I really do need to get a camera set up for this guy. Let that cool down while I sort out the replacement belt. Yeah. Over there. Well, now they sent me the belt, but not the brass crimper. I feel like I could just reuse the other crimper, as long as it doesn't break when I open it up. Don't need you running now. Don't need. Nice. Loosen these guys up. Belt's loose. The new one is going to be challenging. I get the feeling I should be taking apart everything. Oh, no, no need. Brass clamp on one side. It moves a lot freer now. Do a little bit of cleanup at the same time because all these little hairs that just get in here. It's nearly impossible to keep a printer fan clean. And there's the other one. Yeah. These are the brass clamps. Or metal of some sort. Looks like brass, almost copper-like. But of course, the new piece doesn't come with that. And I've got 3 belts to replace. As long as those are reusable, I don't really care. If it's not reusable, that's going to be a challenge. Because I'm pretty sure this belt is stripping, stretching, and certainly skipping a tooth. Not feeling any differences. All the ribs feel consistent. Nothing broken or missing. So I'm guessing it's just simply one of those long prints getting warm and stretching a little. I did have to tighten it up once. So I'm pretty sure this is just now stretching, and when a 65-hour print job fails at 59 hours, you get a little annoyed. But this is the original belt, so it's done well for 6 years. Yeah, this should be easy enough to just open up. That's a good work. Opening it up will be the challenge. Oh, I see how they're done. So it's interesting. They've had this flat, folded the edges over, and then folded up so it's like crimped on and crimped on. Clever. But I will have to measure this to find out how much of it I'm going to need exactly. It's a little bit of play. Oh, spare tip to go through. Looks like about 2 teeth marks. There's a measurement. 2 teeth marks. How accurate. Oh, fun. Need something that kind of forces that apart easily. It'd be fun getting it apart and hopefully, ideally, not breaking it. I need more tools. Oddly enough, one of the handiest tools is simply all those snap-off blades. I just used to do some light scraping to get underneath the print. I don't care, I'm not going to use it for cutting, but it does help get underneath the print, and because it's flat, it generally won't scrape the surface. I mean, if you go down an angle, you'll mess up your surface, but you just gotta be careful with it. Remember, kids, don't try this at home. Yeah, this is not looking very safe either. And I need to put this at a better angle for me. Oh, you know what? This works pretty good. Got wedged in there nicely. I need one of those reverse clamps to go inside and pull out. Okay. Put you on there. You just squish it together. So you start forcing things apart. I have to be a little creative at times for sure in this profession. Okay, well, opened up a little. I need to open up more. So, need something a little wider wedge. There's another technical term. A wider wedge in dimensions. And I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I need. Where, yeah, for tools. Small tools. One of the coolest little I've seen. Cheapest little plastic box. I mean, if only I knew someone who could make me a box. Looks intently at printer. Just wedging this inside of there. But that's getting pretty wide, so I need a better tool to clamp with. Sure, I have a pipe wrench around here somewhere, or not a pipe wrench. I forget the right term. Crescent wrench. Oh, I got the right technical term for this. All right. Widen that up a little bit more. I'm gonna go a little slow. I don't want to be cracking that metal because it's being forced to that point. So that's the most likely point for it to break. At which point I will have not much fun. Trying to figure out. I'll probably just have to order another stupid part or something stupid like that. Just for a piece of metal to bend over and crimp. This is not holding well. This is called improvisation. Not getting down into that. I think this is not pointy enough to get down in there to compress to force that open. Yeah, that's not working. Another flathead blade. Oh, a flathead is something to get down inside the little bit I got open now. This one's a little more pointy. More pointy. There you go. Another technical term. More pointy. Things you have to do when you don't quite have the exact tools you need. Oh, almost. There we go. That's what I wanted. Force open a little bit more. I don't know how this picks up the camera, but slowly getting that wedge shape open. Oh, it is just a round piece of copper. Maybe a copper pipe or something. Suck it down, fold it, and fold it. Pretty creative, actually. Will this be enough to force it more? Oh, it will. No, it just might. Maybe. No. So it's a little slippery on that. Oh, we're getting there. I don't know how well that's actually going to open up because that's crimped on it, crimped on it. I might actually just have to go to the hardware store and buy a small copper fitting, just from plumbing, nothing too big. Worst case scenario, if it is too big, I'll just use my Dremel and cut it out in half because it only needs to be obviously that tall. There might be a proper tool for this. I don't think I'm getting the feeling that not likely reusing this. Oh, look at that. Hmm. But as you can see, or not, the middle piece inside, I don't know how well that's going to shine in there. It's cracked. Let me try to do this. On the inside there. So, I don't think this is going to be reusable. Maybe just where it was naturally get cut, might be just a flat piece that just. Well, you can see where it opened up, but there's a gap there. I'm thinking that's where it broke, because that the shiny part in there means it was unoxidized, means it was attached. Doesn't mean it's still not usable, but the amount of work to do this is on the crazy side. It is copper, so flexible enough to be workable. I don't know about feasible. Let's all the tools here. Other handy tools, dental picks. A local, well, relatively local surplus store sells these old style dental picks. They're good, solid metal. I mean, you get the ones that are thinner ones. Those are great for getting into small areas. Not overly strong per se, especially well the thinner ones for obvious reason, thinner metal. But they are good for getting at in small, tight little areas. See the one part's out already. Oh, that's out. Oh, this is a simple little copper clip. Maybe reusable, only if that, when that folds back up again, as long as it doesn't crack there, it's reusable. No point throwing stuff out that's unnecessary to throw out. But before we get too far into it, we'll simply see if it really is reusable. I'll just do one little end on this. Open it all the way up. And see how this process goes. Yeah, I'll have to open up that other side. It popped out. More solid surface to work on here. Hey, sorry, I can't. My camera's at a weird thing, so I don't get to the chats as quickly as I would like. But yeah. See, space shuttle? Well, not really. This is just an enclosure. The printer's an Ender 5 Plus, and this is an enclosure to help keep the heat in. But maybe I should say I'm in a space shuttle, then just leave this sit here to float. Wait, look, it's floating. Yeah, no, it's just a reflective heat to try and keep the heat in. When I was printing some nylon material, that stuff is really, really hard. Not only this helped, but I still had to put insulation boards on the outside of this to keep the heat on the inside temperature high and consistent. Otherwise, it cools too much and then curls and ruins the prints. Ask me how I know. Yeah, trying to get the right temperature in here. That's not enough. Maybe do a little bit more. Oh, 안녕하세요. But I don't know about sexy guy because Well, you can't really see me. Open up a little bit more. Let's see if that's enough just to play with a bit. Okay, that's enough to get it in there. A little tight on that end. Let's go the other way. Actually, I probably should put my headset on. I'm told that's a little better. Yeah, I need to open it up more so that it sits more evenly. Unless you're running $50,000 equipment, this is the shit you need to do. That's okay. That's why I started off as a hobby. It's doing good otherwise. Help push this into a more professional business. There we go. 2 teeth. There's my official measurement of how wide this is. Or how much past that ring the other one was. A little bit more. So it's on. Well, partially on. I still have to crimp these down and then crimp that together. But I'm really concerned about this breaking when I fold it up. Not the end of the world, just be less than ideal. I need my vice grips. And the real tools. One of those I'm not asking type of tools. Get this so I'm not crushing the outer edge too badly. Oh, see, it moved off. I push that together? Oh. Maybe. I might be alright. Oh, success! Me just being a little finicky now. Ha! Reusable! I don't know about doing this another 5 or 6 years, but odds are I probably won't have this machine in 5 or 6 years. Okay, so now I need to measure it out. Just take the tape off. It's like medical tape. You know, the stuff that sticks but doesn't stick. Yeah, I'll have to do this a little bit off camera just because it's easier. While at the same time not trying to unravel this whole thing at once, because that would be not fun. It's already not fun because it's all coming apart. Okay. You know, I'm just going to unravel it anyways, because there's no way I can keep that the same. Okay. Trim you there. Ooh, this rubber is strong. It's tough. My wire cutters aren't going through it. It's not really designed for wire cutters, obviously, but now, if only I had a knife. I've got other ones. Just not within my reach, of course. All right. Have knife. Full cut. There we go. All right. Got one end done. Now let's see if we can get the other end off. Screw this tape. Of course, it wants to stick to my fingers now. When they did this one, it's a little off. It's kind of fun. It's not so even, but it did the job. And, you know, ultimately, who cares? But let's see about spreading it open to be able to get it off without busting it. This method seems to work pretty well. I'm impressed with myself. Let me just pat myself on the back a little harder and strain my arm. Okay. Well, do it back too. High precision tools, folks. Please only use as directed and supervised. Okay. Now, will this be enough again to get in there? Let's see. I don't know. Oh, maybe. Oh. Oh, that's gonna be dangerous because I could pinch really hard. Need to wedge that open some more on this one, apparently. But now it's wedged open some. Thicker. It's now officially designated as a wedging tool. Even though it's just a screwdriver bit. Luckily, when they drop, it doesn't go far. All right. I'm getting there. Let's see how well that looks. Hard to tell. Wedged open pretty good. Yeah. Wide open there. Printer maintenance is just fun. And it's not really a good job unless you cut yourself. You must draw blood and everything you work on, man. Alright. Let's open this guy up a little bit more so that pops out. Now it's open, but I want this open more, so when I put the new one in, I think it was an easier. And a little more balanced. That looks better. Let's get this guy open. Rubber's all the way in there, the rubber belt. A little more challenging to open up, but not impossible. There we go. Just patience to get down in there and spread the metal pieces open, but you're not breaking anything. There we go. Open. Still want to open that up a little bit more. Not much more, just a little bit. I'll tell you, these dental tools are really, really handy. Oh, until you poke yourself. I wish I'd end a little bit more. Maybe fine. Okay. Old belt out, new belt. Needs to be opened more. Flatten this out some more. Just doing some printer maintenance, replacing belts. Oh, one's been on there for 6 years. I'm pretty sure it's stretched. It caused a couple of really print failures, and that sucks. Especially when you're 59 hours into a 60-hour print and it fails. Yeah, you're not getting back those 60 some odd hours. Just trying to open up the little clip that goes over the belt. Reusing the clip basically. That opened up nicely there. How about this side? Good enough. Let's see. Oh, I think it is. All right. One, two. It's pretty close to being even. Now, time for the vice grips to crimp that part together. Now, this has to fold over that way. Now that it's partially folded, that should be enough. All things considered, it should be. Success! And better than the original, which was slightly off. Well, this one's slightly off too, but meh. I think this should do the job. Get rid of the old one. And we have a nice new belt. This one's a little tight. I've never had to adjust those ones, so I'm going to leave it. I'll leave those ones. See if I can get away with just this and see if that does enough. Okay. The fun part, getting that back inside there and down into this spot. Alright, tweezers. If you can see, you probably can't see down inside here. There's a little slot where this goes in. So it slots down like that and holds it from coming out because the metal stops it because it's pinched on here. Okay, so you could just right in there. Not enough. Still not enough light. Go down, and hey. The other side's a little easier because it's more open. Don't do this anymore. Not sure what happened, why it jumped out, but it did. This one. Oh, gotta go on the inside of that clip. Where? Now, running your own printers, you do need some level of mechanical skill. These aren't always straightforward. The newer printers sit up and run nicer, but they're easier to set up and get going. Problem with the easy ones to set up and get going is that when it breaks down, how do you know what to fix? Because it's been so easy to set up. So there's that trade-off. The belt slipped up. Yeah, that's better. Enough slack to get on there and then tighten it up. There you go. That's gonna slip because it's loose. That's okay. One belt replaced. I'm gonna leave it at that. With the idea that that was the only one that was really giving me a hard time, which I believe it was. Okay, now. That feels good and tight. Tighten up the other ends here where the belt adjustment is. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. It's funny how these machines are built, and likely not in the best ways. This probably shouldn't be happening. These motors seem to be generating electricity that's feeding back into the system. So I do this, Now the machine is turned off, but I'm still generating electricity, enough power to run through and run the cooling fan, which is kind of amusing. All right. Got a mild cleanup. Here. Right. At some point I'll reset up a camera to run while this is printing. Because I hear that's a thing that people really enjoy watching. Who am I to judge? They enjoy it. I can't blame them. Pretty much would do the same thing myself, really. Feeding TPU through a tube is fun because it just flexes everywhere. We can only go about maybe an inch at a time. So we get to that point. Let that continue warming up. I shall need to get the file ready to print. Still have it. Alright. Didn't need to redo that file. Now, I would love to keep this running with the camera, but it's my phone, and the temperature in here my phone would not be happy with. Alright. So sponge the old PETG old filament to get the new wine color TPU going through. That's feeding fine. Oh look, I'm missing a clip. Hello, Mr. Clip, where did you go? I was in the worst possible spots, of course. There you are. Underneath the printer. Well, of course, you can't see. Yeah, can't get one color through. I think we're good now. Clean stuff up. That's a mess. I don't know why the tip's a mess right now. There's nothing failed on the print. Printers can be just stubborn and annoying at times, of course. Alright. Clean surface. Press print. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. We'll let this machine do its thing and come back in a bunch of hours. 2.5 hours for this print job.